Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for tuning into my channel. This is just a quick update that I wanted to share with everyone as we are moving forward into the month of January. So, just wanted to point out that we are still feeling the energies of the eclipse that happened on the 26th, 25th, or 26th, depending on your location. And that energy will be lasting for the next 6 months. And so while we are experiencing that energy, we are also having some very significant planetary shifts and energies that are taking place amongst that as well. And one of those happens to be the full moon in Cancer that is coming up on the 10th. Now, depending on how you planted your seeds and what kind of seeds you planted with the new moon in Cancer on August 1st of 2019, that is what will be coming to fruition for you on the full moon in Cancer. And then we also have the Saturn and Pluto conjunction that will be happening on January 12th. And I'm smiling because January 12th is my birthday. And I'm very excited for that day. Regardless what will be happening, Ronni will be having a spectacular day. And all the other January 12th birthdays as well. Happy birthday. And so I just wanted to point that out. And then also that Cancer is the 4th house energy. And so that deals with family. I call it Big Mama's house. It's kind of keeping your house in order, being organized, making sure you have your foundation in order. You know, that you're building a sturdy foundation, filling it with love and nurturance. If I could say it any way better, that would be a great way to say it. And then I would just say also knowing your birth chart. Again, I made a video on this. I think it's very important in knowing your planet placements in your birth chart and how these transits are going to be affecting you and the planetary positions in your chart. And so I would say overall, it's been about an ebb and flow. So just about moving with the tides, taking, how do I want to say this? Taking things as best as you can, even if it doesn't feel comfortable. Anything that doesn't feel comfortable is coming up for you to deal with that so that you do not feel uncomfortable in the future. And I can only say this because I've experienced myself and have taken those L's, those losses, learned from those situations, made it so if anything like that ever happened in the future again, it wasn't going to be where I felt that ever again. And so I would just say try to see the good in anything that might seem bad, because it's not. I mean, you have to have the good with the bad with the good. And so just move accordingly, knowing that everything that happens always happens for your greatest good. So with that being said, I can say that it may hurt. You know, we might get hit a couple times, you know, on the side, on the ribs or something like that, where you're not expecting it. Sometimes you got to take that hit and assess the situation and then act accordingly so that you're better prepared for a potential bout of that happening again. Okay, and then so I have here that tomorrow is also a galactic activation portal day, and this is an opportunity for us to greatly expand our consciousness, to be more in tune with ourselves, and to also amplify awareness of the energies that are flowing, and it's a better opportunity for information exchange. So this is a very important time of absorbency and potency. So just make sure you're putting out your good vibes and that you're taking in good vibes as well. Releasing anything that does not serve you, and doing the best to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is taking care of others. So just make sure you are loving you and doing something extra special for you each and every day, I would say, yes. And then, let's see, I've already discussed the solar eclipse, but I did have a note here that's saying with that solar eclipse, we are dealing with new beginnings. And these new beginnings, we won't have room for any of the old ways of being that were not for our best interest. So this is helping us to face and deal with shadows uprooting lies and programmed conditioning. Energy, again, will last over the next 6 months. So with that galactic activation portal, this is an opportunity for us to expand more of what we do want and less of what we don't want. And so I also have here that there are a couple of keys to dealing with these energies. One would be patience. The next one, observation. So just not as quick to react and respond. And even if you have and you feel like you have patience, going beyond that and having even more patience, if you can believe that. And then another key would be to be creative, express your creativity, dig really deep. Use this energy, this portal day tomorrow, to really dig and discover what it is that you truly, really have always wanted to do, that you might have put to the side. Anything that you might have done or enjoyed as a kid, that, you might have been told that it was silly or that you would never make it in this. Anything that you feel, that is deep within that no one really knows about. And you enjoy it and you love it and you have a passion for it, try to, dig deep and touch into those and bring those out and see how that feels for yourself. Display it to others, see how it feels for others. We all have something within us that gives us purpose in this life that is not only here for us, but to also help others. And so just think about that and keep that in mind. Then the next thing I have here is praying and meditation. Very important to me. And I do have something that I'm going to talk about as far as breathing. Let me see if I saved that section. Oh my gosh, I didn't. I'm gonna have to find it. It was a really good one too. Oh no. Okay, so let me see. I'll try to flip and see if I can find that real quick in 1 second. Maybe 2 seconds. Really, really vital information that has been very, very helpful for myself. Oh, see, and this is what we talk about as far as being organized. I was very organized before making this video. And you can never be too organized, right? Okay, here we go. Okay, so with praying and meditation, just important to have someone that you are able to speak with, that you have faith in, that you know is going to be there for you and see you through. And then meditating, with that I have this section that I found on breathing, that came from my galactic calendar, where I found the information about the galactic portal day. And so the note that I have here is that breath is the fuel of life. Not only does it carry oxygen throughout our bodies and our brains, it integrates our mind, body, and spirit. Connection, enlivening the sacred alliance. Helps to calm, helps to center, helps to refine our responses. It eliminates stress, toxins, and has a profound effect on how we feel emotionally, physically, and on the state of our mind. And so that's the importance, with meditation and breathing, like if we could just connect those so that more people are able to understand, meditation is not just a term, but it's actually what we do every single day of our being, and the importance of it, and how we don't breathe and take the time to sit and just breathe, take those really deep, intense breaths enough to have that special connection that is so true and vital and necessary, for living. How do I want to say this? I'm just so passionate about it. I would say for living our best life. And I'm a living testimony to that. And so moving on with that, now that we have that expressed here, and I do meditate. I meditate probably, I'd say, between 2 and 3 hours a day. Giving is very important. It's one of the last keys that I have here, and all I can say about that is, again, it's about the energetic cycle, giving and receiving. Don't do too much giving, don't do too much receiving. Make sure you have balance there where you're doing enough for yourself, especially for yourself, and giving to yourself, because that's the most important. You don't give to yourself, you don't have energy for yourself, you have nothing to give to the outside world. And then the last thing I have here is to take good care. Take good care, take good care, take good care of you. Stay hydrated. Listen to your body. I was gonna go into the whole eating and all that. Listen to your body. Everybody is different. Everybody is built different. Everyone is not gonna be the same as far as what our intake is and what our output is. And I'm only speaking again on experience, because with different energy shifts and waves, there's been times where I felt like fasting. There's been times where I felt like eating 10 tubs of ice cream. You know, it varies. And so I would just say to listen to your body. You know what's best for you above anybody else. And then I have a note here that I should have mentioned with the breathing. But if you're intimidated by meditation at all, I know that I was in the beginning. It was something that was foreign to me. I didn't really understand it. But as I continue to put knowledge to it and to do research on it and to actually try it for myself, I did it in increments, and I didn't feel like I had to do it all at one time or do like a whole hour at one time. I did it in baby steps. And so I found smaller meditations that lasted, for a few minutes, and would do bits and pieces, and then gradually make my way into longer meditations, maybe throw in a long meditation in the shorter meditations and kind of switch it up a little bit just to keep things interesting. But take things in baby steps and do things gradually. Don't feel like you have to put all of your eggs in one basket. Baby steps. So let's see, I have notes here to find short meditations. If you wake at a certain hour and you don't know why you're up, meditate. And you don't have anything to do, you're riding in your car, waiting on service, you could easily sit there, take your mind, meditate, go to a far off land. If you're working on chakras, picture certain colors, picture, certain symbols, anything that would help with meditations, and just being able to find peace, finding your center, breathing, taking in those deep breaths, just a few deep breaths here and there, bringing that oxygen back into your spirit. And so with that being said, those are all the notes that I have, but I do have a poem. I did talk about creativity and expressing your creativeness. I do write poems from time to time. I used to write them all the time as a kid. Going into my teenage years, it would be something that we would do in church to not be bored sometimes. And so us girls would be in the back, writing all kinds of things. Just, I don't know. I mean, it was great. I miss those days. So I'm bringing that back, and I'm finding myself as I'm writing and journaling each day, maybe implementing a poem if I feel like I'm possibly triggered by something, a situation, a person. I've been getting creative. I did this a while ago, but this is something that I like to do too, and this is be yourself. But I do art work as well. I went and bought myself, and I found this stuff super cheap. Went and found some oil pastels. I got all this for a couple bucks. It was all in clearance, a nice little art book that I have. And I've done some other pictures too. I think I've been collecting them. I don't have, let's see. Yeah. So this one I haven't finished, but it's about eliminating lack mentality. I have yet to color that in. I've done service the soul. A lot of the stuff I posted on my Instagram and my Facebook over the past year or so. I did this on the summer solstice. So I do things to keep myself creative when I need an outlet. And not just as an outlet, it's very relaxing for me. I feel like this should be a part of my day every single day, and not just because I want to relieve some stress or yada, yada, yada. Like, this is a part of who I am. These are my gifts. I'm going to continue to do it and share it. And then I also wanted to bring this up too. There's always craft books that you can find. I found this for $1. It's old. It's a holiday. I mean, you can still get froggy and do Christmas stuff if you want to. Do it for next year. You know, make gifts. But this is something, and then it's really cool stuff that's in here. Like, stuff that I'm so impressed by the things that are in here. I got so excited that I really didn't do much with this, but I really plan on using that soon. And then I found this too. I got this for, I think, like less than $2. But I like to do gardening, and it's indoor gardening. And so this is another project. I have a lot of projects that I start and that I work on. And so there are a lot of things that that I've been doing. Just, I keep myself busy and I enjoy what I do, and it's fun. And so those are my ways of being creative. I wanted to share my poem with you as I leave because this video is getting long. I don't like doing long videos. I hope that you have been enjoying this video and that you're picking up on some vital information that has been very helpful and will be helpful to you in the future. Let me find my poem. I thought I had that ready to go. As well I do. Okay, here we go. Let me turn this off. Okay, so this is called The Ultimate Love Source. Pick it up so I can get more intimate with you all. Love you all. Thank you so much for all your love and support, and I really hope that everyone brought in 2020 on a great note. Okay, so Ultimate Love Source. Into the world, ready for mission, knowing what I signed up for, and going in on the front lines of programmed to believe and feel ways and rules not of my light that took me away from my soul. Who said you had to go to church every damn day of the week? Who said 3D families had to come together on man-made holidays when most don't want to be there? Who said you have to wait until you're a teen to express your love to another? Who said I had to hide my sexuality, the essence of me and my passions, because it would make those not confident with themselves feel uncomfortable? Who said I had to stop playing with toys, laughing out loud, speaking my truth at all times, and showing compassion because we all make boo-boos? Who said I had to eat 3 meals a day? Who said I had to eat this or that? Who said? What about what I say? Because it is my life, my body, my mind, and my soul. I will not be controlled. My soul is not to be sold. My soul is pure, solid gold. Let the fucking truth be told. Excuse my language if there's any children watching. This is what I was feeling in my poem. And you're never too old. Begin now. Be brave, be true, and be bold. So I hope you guys like that. It's just a little part of me. I have plenty more that I could share. I probably will. Doing these videos is, believe it or not, is a big deal for me. I have had stage fright. I used to do tap and ballet and would have to get on stage. And I had the biggest stage fright, but I would get out there and everyone would disappear. So, but not to say that anyone here, I don't do that anymore, but just to express how doing these videos has helped me to come into my own as well, and has helped with my confidence, and only saying this to help another who may be doubting themselves or feeling like they can't do it. You have the power to do anything that you want to do. This is your life, so own it. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in again. I hope this was very helpful, and have a great weekend. Peace. Love you.